After establishing the significance and the power of the tongue, James proceeds to address its greatest potential for destruction. The propensity and potential of the tongue is literally almost unbelievable. Note the descriptive language of James in an attempt to warn and instruct the body of Christ concerning the tongue. He says the tongue is a fire. He says the tongue is a world of unrighteousness or iniquity. He says it defiles the whole body. He says it set on fire the course of nature. It's an unruly evil, and it's full of deadly venom. 7 characteristics of the perfection of the tongue's corruption. Whereas the tongue's power to control is neutral, being capable of working either good or for evil, this passage, the emphasis here is entirely negative. In Matthew chapter 12, Jesus made it clear that the tongue is a tattletale on the heart. Therefore, we might wish to heed the prayer of the psalmist. Do you ever pray this prayer? Psalms 19, verse 14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. And that's how you get the victory. When Christ becomes your strength, He is your Redeemer, and you allow Him to have control of your life. Then and only then can the words of your mouth and, yes, even the meditations of your heart be acceptable. And that's the word of a sacrifice that a priest offers to God. God will receive this as a willing and acceptable sacrifice. When the Bible speaks of the meditations of our heart, you know that word meditation is the word where we take it in, and then after a while we bring it back up and muse over that statement, that truth. He's saying, I'm praying that what you're taking down into your heart, what's coming out of your heart, is that which your mouth is giving is pleasant, and if it's not, it is indeed evil. So it's what you put the bucket down in the well, and it brings up what's in the well. So I'm going to deal with 2 major statements and then try to define those statements and illustrate them and pray that the Spirit of God would make application and that I would make application as to how this speaks to us in the 21st century. I want to talk first of all about the tongue's devastating power.